Seth, last week we spoke about Tesla vehicles and the data that we're able to get off those vehicles during our investigations. We talked about the EDR data, the video data that's pulled from Teslas, as well as the data that lives on the cloud. Today, I want to talk about Toyotas, I guess a little bit more in depth, newer Toyota vehicles and the data that lives on these vehicles, as there is another set of data that we're utilizing outside the EDR. Seth, do you mind jumping in and talking a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So, kind of like Tesla's, how they have additional data out there beyond the traditional black box that'll give us information about the crash, Toyota and Lexus vehicles also have something called vehicle control history that we can access through a dealer level tool. It'll get things that include crashes, but it'll also get hard acceleration events, rapid steering events, and these events will last a lot longer in the history of the vehicle, and they'll cover a lot of additional information that we won't just get through the EDRs or black box information.
And Seth, you know, for example, in a pedestrian crash, a car versus a pedestrian, a lot of the times we're going down and trying to download those vehicles, but there's not an event, right? Due to, a car hitting, a pedestrian, it's not enough to wake up that module. Explain how Techstream, can be important in cases like that.
Yeah, sure. So, if you don't know, it takes an event of a certain magnitude to actually wake up the EDR or the black boxes on these vehicles. Otherwise, they basically record. Anytime you went over a speed bump, it would make a recording. So there is a threshold that it has to meet to wake up the computer to make a recording. So a lot of the times, if a car hits a pedestrian or a bike, there's just not enough force generated on the car to make a recording. And that's a great place where Techstream, the vehicle control history on these Toyota and Lexus vehicles, will actually pick up those events because it might have a pre-collision warning or a pre-collision sensor wake up, see that a collision's incoming, or there may be rapid steering, rapid braking, rapid acceleration, that it will actually trigger a recording and get the crash when the black box data may not have.
And Seth, we've seen this now in a few cases where it will actually pull multiple pictures that it will start taking leading up to that event. Do you mind explaining that?
Yeah, that's one of the great advantages to the Toyota Techstream data is in certain events, it will actually record photographs leading up to what triggered the event and after it. So a perfect example is I had a case, it was a nighttime case where a car is traveling down the roadway, they hit a pedestrian at night. I downloaded the vehicle's black box and didn't get an event because the forces weren't big enough to wake up the computer on the black box. However, we did do the text stream and we actually saw the entire event. We saw the speed of the vehicle as it came in, when it applied the brakes, steering, etc., etc. But in addition to that, it was great because we had photographs showing the pedestrian crossing the road, impact, and the actual location that it occurred at.